Now, can your phone shoot portrait video? Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. So we're going to talk about the LG G8 in this video, and this is just a discussion video. And I want to talk about some of the things that are floating around. For some reason, when some phones come out, they get a lot of controversy and they get a lot of negative heat. But it only comes, I've learned that stems from probably one or two sources, sometimes maybe five, depending on who the people are that are saying it. Now, I would suggest that if in fact you are a person that's interested in a device, I've always said this, do not take our word for it. Meaning people you see online like myself, purchasing the products or getting them free, whichever, reviewing these items. All phones have some negative about them, or, everyone's not going to like the same thing. However, I will say that I've pointed it out in the other videos that I've done. I don't like the placement of the volume rockers. I don't like that they don't have the Pi version of the volume rockers on screen. And, I don't really care to use the gestures. But here's the thing about that. Gestures are on every Android phone just about now. They're there. But LG is getting called out for putting that out front, which is what happens when you bring light to something, and it's not getting used in an operating system, and another company comes along and says, well, we're going to put this out front because we feel like we can capitalize on it and use it this way. Anything new is not going to be accepted. Change is not accepted by people the first go around, i.e. myself with the 18:9 aspect ratio. You guys know that I despise of this and I just didn't like it. But how am I now? I'm actually pushing for the 21:9. So we need time to get used to things. Now, I'm not saying that the feature with the hand gestures on the LG G8 are going to be something that I'm going to use and that I'm going to promote. Definitely not. I probably would never use something like that because I don't use gestures as they are right now. I don't like gestures. And that's just what it is. I prefer to just click on something and get it done. The reasoning for me having something in my hand like that is for quick, easy, convenient access, meaning a smartphone. So I just wanted to throw that out there that, the G8 for some reason is every time LG brings out a phone, every year it appears there's a group of people that get online and say that it's horrible every year. And I stopped focusing on that. And I started getting my own experience, and that is what I recommend you do too. Now, if you're a part of a community, I'm going to say an iPhone community or a Samsung community or HTC community, you're not going to favor another brand. You're going to favor the brand that you like. And that seems to be what's happening every year with every device that comes out. In particular, LG, people say, well, why is HTC still in the game? Why is LG still in the game? Let's be clear here. LG is known for carriers are known for dropping the prices on LG phones after you buy them, like a couple of weeks or a month later, 3 months later. It's frustrating. LG is known for that. But here's the flip side of that. Samsung drops the prices on their products. They just do it in a different way. They don't wait. They do it right away. Out the gate, you start seeing discounts on phones. So people don't feel played, I guess, if you will. But sometimes early adopters don't get the good deal. And with the LG G8, I'm noticing a lot of people coming to me asking me what I think about what someone else said. And I personally don't care. It's no shade. I just don't care what the next guy is saying about a product that I have because my experience on it is going to be different. It's clear, though, that sometimes people just don't like a brand. So I wonder why they would even review it. But it's about getting the views, I guess. I don't know. I review phones that I'm not too enlightened by or care for too much. But it's not just reviews. It's because I want to experience it because things could change. So I would say to those people out there who are on the fence about buying the G8, stop listening and because we all know that drama and negativity sells. People like that, caught on tape and all these. You're intrigued by that. That's just human nature. We're intrigued by seeing something that to make us go awe. But in the tech world, it's kind of pathetic that the G8 comes out and it's definitely equal or better than the Samsung Galaxy S10, but people don't want to say that. It's like at the stores, everybody just pushes Samsung phones like they're the best thing. I purchased the Galaxy S10e, and you guys said, "Whoa, what happened to your Galaxy S10e?" I got bored with it. It was just not that it was a bad phone. It had great cameras. The software was good. It was a good experience. I just didn't have any wow factor. But the difference with that for me is to say that the G8 is a better purchase than the Galaxy S10s. All of them. Let's be clear. All of them. From what I can see in my experience of using the Galaxy S10, why would I purchase, even if this phone was $850, it's still lower in cost than two of the Galaxy S10s. And then if you try to compare it to the Galaxy S10e, which I think doesn't make sense to only try to push that. Some of you guys are doing it wrong. You're looking at this price. You need to push it throughout. The Galaxy S10e does not measure up to the G8. Let's be clear on that. There's a few reasons why. Well, the fingerprint reader is in the right place on the G8, opposed to the S10e. It's on the side, which is very inconvenient. So a lefty or a right, whoever, you're going to have some issues with that. Right? That's a fair statement. Another thing is the G8 has a Quad HD display, and it's actually really good. The S10e. So let's be realistic here and let's play fair. The G8 is not beneath the Galaxy S10 or the S10 Plus. It is not. They pretty much have the same internals. Okay, it has a little bit more gigs RAM over here. Okay, yeah. And when people say, oh, the Palm thing is a gimmick. Well, let's be clear here, folks. I think Samsung has so many things packed into their software that you definitely can go in and find something that you think is a gimmick. Not just Samsung, all OEMs. For some reason, some of you guys choose to listen to a few sources online and you stick to them because maybe you're entertained. I don't know. But having a phone for a week and then doing a review, to me, is not a review. And also having, because I know it's tough for people to do a review. I know it is. I have a lot of phones, but I tend to stick with it if I really like it. If I don't like it, I'm going to toss it. My catch and release, I'll just toss it. I'll just get rid of it. And you won't see it again unless there's some major improvements or something like that. And I choose to get it again. But the Razr phone, like I said, catch and release. That's not the first phone that I've catch and release, but some phones I just release them like, I'm not even interested in this. And I didn't do a catch and release on the Galaxy S10e. I just got rid of it because I know I'm going to go back to that phone at one point or another because I actually did kind of like it. But again, there was no wow factor behind that. So I said, I'm going to move to the Galaxy S10. And I don't think that I'm going to be wowed by the Galaxy S10 either or the S10 Plus. Because to me, those are increment, like you guys say, oh, they're incremental upgrades. Yeah, there are incremental upgrades. The G8 from the G7, it may be just a number change, but I think there's great improvements over the G7, especially in the camera department. Oh my gosh, the front camera. Oh my goodness, these are great areas to improve because for those that think that the LG line cameras are not better than the Galaxy S10 cameras or, iPhone cameras, fantastic. I don't disagree with you. If that's what you believe, that's perfectly fine with me. However, I have my opinion. You have your opinion. Another thing about the G8 that people seem to it's like people downplay the G8 when it's really, really equal or better or good. It's definitely better than the phone that you think you love. For those people that feel that way, this isn't like a message to any one particular person. It's just a matter of some people are set on saying that the Galaxy S10 every year is the best phone. The Galaxy Note every year is the best phone. Galaxy Note, different league, definitely the top dog. But I will say that some of these things that you see online, most of the people that you see commenting online don't even have the G8. More so the Galaxy S10, they don't have these phones and they're just kind of window shoppers. And that's just going to be a thing, folks. You can't get around that. An area where the G8 or the LG line has always shined over all the other phones is plugging in Samsung is the only company that still has a headphone jack. LG leaves on their headphone jacks. So plugging in to an LG G8 or G7 or whatever, over the years, almost all the LG products for their DACs are incredible. It just appears to me that online, we tend to see the same routine. How long is this going to go on? Personally, I think it's going to go on forever, because if you have brand loyalty, those people don't even know about the other product. They just go by what somebody else said. And unfortunately, that's what I've been getting a lot in my comments. Well, so-and-so said, did you watch so-and-so's video? I respect those people. Let's be clear. I respect the other guy, but I don't have to agree with him. And me personally, I'm not like brand loyal to one brand. I try to spread it out, and I try to enjoy them all. That is the purpose of me getting into tech. Not to just, now you're always going to favor one, like a phone that I truly, there are a couple of phones that I just favor. And I just think they're some of the best that I've ever done it, which is the Vivo Nex S and the Huawei Mate 20X. Those phones just bring the heat. For me, it's not just for, I'm telling you that it's going to be that way for you. I'm saying they bring the heat. And they are amazing. Now I'm hoping that LG, the G8, I get that same experience. And right now, again, I've pointed out the things that I dislike about it. This is no secret. I've pointed them out. But I feel like if you get into a situation of trying to prove yourself to someone else when you're doing a review, you're wasting your time. And as a reviewer, I'm not going to waste my time. I want to focus on my review. I'm going to call out the good and the bad, and I'm going to keep it moving. But this little temper tantrum that Samsung users throw every year and iPhone users throw every year, or just some people in general, just do not know how to give credit where credit is due. I've got 4 videos up on the LG G8 camera. Without a whole bunch of talking this time, I just decided to go ahead and just shoot a video and upload it directly. Now, I'm not saying that my footage is the best or I'm right in what I'm saying. I'm just saying, if you come into this channel, you know how I get down. I'm going to just give it to you the best way I know how. That's it. So I decided to use the LG G8 to film this video in portrait video because I wanted to test it out. So I just put it on a tripod, flipped it around, hit record, and I just sat behind it, and I was hoping that it would pick up portrait. And I looked at the footage. Actually looks doggone good. Now, can your phone shoot portrait video? It's your man Jay. See you in the next one.